Today's episode is Does Sleep Boost the Immune System Remake?
Hello class. Today, we will be learning about sleep and how it boosts the immune system. We have a guest speaker, so I want you all to be on your best behavior.
Okay, who's the guest speaker? Are they going to teach us about sleep?
Yes, Luigi, they will. The special guest is Dr. Snoozemore.
Hello, I'm Dr. Snoozemore, and I'll be your guest speaker today. As Ms. Marie said, we'll be talking about how sleep boosts the immune system. Before we start, I want to ask you all this question: what is sleep? Yes, Mario?
Sleep is a state of reduced activity where there are observed changes in brain activity, breathing, heart rate, body temperature and other physiological functions.
There are 4 different stages of sleep, including non-REM and REM sleep. The former includes the first 3 stages where you're falling asleep, and the latter is when you're actually in the dreaming phase with increased brain activity.
Right, you are Mario and Petey Piranha.
Here is a summary of the 4 stages of sleep that Mario and Petey Piranha described.
Who wants to tell me what happens when you sleep?
I'll do it.
Go ahead, Bokken.
Right after falling into non-REM sleep, our central temperature gradually drops by 1 to 2 degrees once in REM sleep.
That's when our breathing rate decreases slightly and becomes normal.
That's correct, Bokken and Maria.
Other things that occur during sleep are reduced heart rate and blood pressure, decreased urine output, and increased cell repair and growth, as well as cytokine production.
Can anyone here tell me how much sleep is needed per night? Yes, Silabone?
Adults need 7 to 8 hours of sleep each night, teens need 9 to 10, and children need at least 10.
Good answer. Now, does anyone know what cytokines are and how they affect the immune system? How do cytokines affect sleep? Come on now. Give it your all. Yes, Blaze?
Cytokines do a lot of things, right?
Exactly. Let's take a look at this slide so we can learn more.
Cytokines are the most common messengers in the immune system. They coordinate the communication between lymphocytes, inflammatory cells, and stem cells of the innate and adaptive systems. Basically, cytokines help these immune systems work together. Cells such as macrophages, lymphocytes, mast cells, granulocytes, endothelial cells, and fibroblasts produce cytokines. Their functions include fighting infections, regulating inflammatory responses, and promoting cell differentiation and migration.
Now, who here can tell me the role of cytokines and the immune response? Anyone? Okay, let's take a look.
You can see how the cytokines stimulate the helper T cells, B cells to create antibodies, and cytotoxic T cells for cell-mediated immunity, affecting both innate and adaptive immune systems. In cytokine research, it is hard to study how cytokines affect a person during sleep because it is difficult to deprive animals and human volunteers of sleep. There is also a wide variability in creating sleep deprivation, duration, and testing methods.
Despite these challenges, researchers have identified 6 cytokines that enhance sleep, 4 that inhibit sleep, and 2 with mixed influences on sleep. They are released in the brain and can affect normal sleep patterns in a sick person.
Here are the most commonly observed cytokines in the brain that affect sleep. Interleukin-1 and TNF are the most studied. They increase when a person has a fever. When a person becomes sleepy, the body is conserving energy and using it to fight infection.
Are cytokines continuously produced, even during the sleep cycle?
Yes, Ruto, they do. Cytokines have a wide range of effects on the body systems. Getting enough sleep every night helps keep the immune system working properly, which helps the body produce helper T cells which fight against viruses even during sleep.
Here are 2 studies that show how good sleep boosts the immune system. A 1986 study shows that proper sleep can boost the effectiveness of T-cell responses such as killing pathogens. Interrupted sleep causes stress which can inhibit T-cell functioning. In the second study, after a routine vaccination, adequate sleep can increase your antibody production by twofold, thus strengthening your antibody response to pathogen.
I don't want to get shots.
Me neither. I can't imagine being injected with a needle.
Now is not the time for opinions, Christopher Thorndike and Penny.
Dr. Snoozemore, I read that the health benefits of sleep include a boosted immune system, supported brain function, a longer lifespan, fertility boosts, prevention of weight gain, and a healthy heart.
That's right, Mighty. This is such a smart class. The next slide shows the health benefits you just described. We're moving on to how the lack of sleep can negatively affect the immune system. First, 2015 study showed that a lack of sleep can increase your risk of the common cold.
A 2017 study showed that chronic sleep deficiency weakens the immune system and increases the risk of infection. Researchers also reported that a lack of sleep could be associated with other health issues related to the heart, inflammation and metabolism.
Does anyone have questions?
All this talk about sleep is making me drowsy.
Luigi, wake up. We're almost finished. You don't want to miss what's left of our talk.
Luigi, you ain't supposed to be sleeping in class.
Donkey Kong, please settle down. We're going to wrap up by talking about how a chronic lack of sleep over many years can have negative long-term effects on your health.
The Mayo Clinic says a chronic lack of sleep can increase your risk of obesity and diabetes. As previously states, decreased cytokine production, which decreases your ability to fight off inflammation, infection, and stress. In 2012, researchers further found that prolonged sleep loss and the stress that comes with it triggered low-grade inflammation, which can cause many diseases including cancers, autoimmune disorders and infectious diseases. Check out these slides.
I read that insufficient sleep can increase pain sensitivity, blood pressure, insulin resistance, cortisol, weight, and the chance of getting cardiovascular disease. It's like leaving the castle gates open for invaders, because the guards are too tired to defend it.
Gemmel, you make a valid point. Now you all know how important good sleep is to your immune system and your overall health. And yes, sleep can boost the immune system, and a lack of sleep can harm your health. Here are some tips to boost your immune system today.
Get enough sleep every night, limit stimulants and late-night meals, turn off your electronic devices, limit naps to 30 minutes, manage stress, and exercise to promote better sleep.
Thank you all for being such a good class.